Namaste and welcome to your practice. This practice is about nourishing and honoring our menstrual cycles and really taking time to allow ourselves to let go of things emotionally, to tune inward, to feel our feelings, and to honor ourselves in this sort of delicate time. So often our culture sort of pushes women to be just as physically intense during our cycles, to be just as productive. And on an energetic level and even a physiological level, it's really a time when we're quite vulnerable in a lot of ways. I know the women that I've spoken to, and there's some research to back this up, we tend to feel pretty vulnerable during this time. Our intuition is heightened, our empathy, our compassion, and physiologically, it's a time period where there is shedding happening. And on a physical, energetic level, there is an invitation to participate in that shedding, that release, to look back at the month behind us and see and celebrate what we did really well that we would like to carry forward into our new cycle. And it's also an opportunity to see what's no longer serving and to release that. So I invite you to use just the right amount of effort today, to not overexert yourself, but to honor and be gentle with your body and to connect with yourself and refocus for the coming time, for the next cycle of your life. I would encourage you to either have a folded blanket or two. You can most certainly use towels if you don't have a proper yoga blanket. And from here, we're just going to actually come right to child's pose. So widen your knees as much as it is comfortable in your body. During my cycle, I like to take my knees wider than my hips so I can create some space, and then shift your sitting bones back onto your heels and let your elbows just fall to the floor. Bring your forehead to the mat and start to just take some deep breaths, connecting your hearing to your breathing. And please take one more big deep breath here. And now inhale and round your spine, roll yourself up to all fours, and very gently broaden and open your collarbones, lift your throat and take a small back bend. And exhale, tuck your tail, draw your chin in, and glide back to child's pose once again, resting your elbows on the mat. Please do that 3 more times. Inhale, come up to all fours, and find a little subtle back bend. And exhale, tuck your tail, tuck your chin, and smoothly go back. Just a couple more on your own. Flow with your breath. One more time. Inhale, rising up to all fours. A little back bend, and exhale, smoothly go back. Good. Now from here, come up onto your fingertips and straighten your arms, keeping your knees nice and wide. And now take your right arm and thread it underneath of your left, bringing your right ear to the mat and just finding a little gentle rotation through the back of the shoulder girdle. Couple deep breaths. You're up on your left fingertip, stretching the back of the right shoulder. And then very gently bring that right arm back, extend it forward, come up on your right fingertips, and then thread the back of your left shoulder underneath of your right arm, bringing your left ear to the mat. And breathe here. And then unwind the left shoulder, both hands forward, and come up to all fours. Bring your knees underneath of your hips and walk your palms forward deeply, and then drop your chest and your forehead to the floor, taking a little puppy dog stretch. Your seat is high and wide. And take deep breaths into your shoulders, your chest, and your upper middle back. Good, and then mindfully walk your hands back in. Plant your palms directly underneath of your shoulders, your knees under your hips, curl your toes under, and take your seat high and wide to downward facing dog, but bend your knees so that the pose comes back into your legs and you're nice and grounded and anchored in your lower body, which is going to help substantiate and support the release. Wrap your armpits towards your heart, firm your legs, and reach your sitting bones just a little bit higher, finding the back bend and the forward bend, and hold and breathe here. Good, now look forward at your hands and step or assist your right foot all the way between your hands. Drop to your back knee and press the top of your left foot into the mat. Come up on your fingertips and lengthen your heart forward. Just opening up that left hip. You can move around a little bit here if it feels good, just shifting your hips around. Nice big deep breaths. And plant your palms on the floor and step your right leg back. Again, find down dog, but bend your knees and take your seat high and wide to the sky. Good. Inhale and drop to your knees. And now arch your back and find knees, chest, chin. So lower your chest and your chin to the floor, seat high. And then slide your belly forward, coming flat onto your belly. Press the tops of the feet down into the mat and take a small cobra pose. Inhale. And exhale, lower back down. Inhale, press up to all fours. And exhale, press back to child's pose. And then curl your seat high and wide back to downward facing dog, knees bent. Look forward at your hands and step your left foot all the way through. Again, drop to your back knee, but come up onto your fingertips so you can lengthen your heart forward and press the top of your right foot into the floor. And as you hold and breathe here, just rest your attention down in your pelvic bowl, in your hips. Honoring your waters, your fluidity, your emotions, your ability to let go and flow. Very good. Plant your palms and once again step back to downward facing dog. Same thing, drop to your knees and then find knees, chest, chin. So lower down to the floor so your elbows are high, chest and chin are on the floor. And then slide your belly onto the floor and curl up to small cobra. Deep breath in. And exhale, press back to child's pose. And then up and back to downward facing dog once again. Bend your knees, seat high and wide. And no jumping today. We want to keep this downward, grounded energy to support our release. Just walk your feet forward to your hands, little bend in your knees. Take opposite palm to opposite elbow, rest your belly on your thighs. And ragdoll, just hang over your legs. Think about reaching your seat a little bit higher to the sky. And feel that downward energy in the legs. Good. Release the clasp and bend your knees. Sit back in your chair, but rest your elbows on your thighs. And then flip your palms towards the floor and look straight ahead. Nice and strong and grounded in the legs. Just even energetically with your hands, facilitate that sense of release and letting go. And as you hold here a couple breaths, if there is something already in your field of awareness that you would like to let go as you move into the next cycle of your life, you might imagine it here, just being absorbed by the planet. Take one more breath. Bring your fingertips back to the floor and fold over your legs. Keep a little bend in your knees. Good. Bend your knees, tuck your tail, squeeze your legs, squeeze your abdomen, and curl up vertebrae by vertebrae. all the way up to stand. Stand in Tadasana. We'll take dynamic chair pose. Inhale, take your arms up. And as you exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, pass through chair pose, and then take your belly to your thighs. Release your head and your arms. Inhale, lift your chest once again. Sit back in your chair and push all the way up to stand. Again, exhale, sink your hips, bend your knees deeply, belly to your thighs. And inhale, sit back, lift your chest, and push all the way to stand. 2 more, please, on your own. Last time, really feel your feet on the floor. Sense of grounding yourself to the earth and allowing earth to receive whatever it is you'd like to release today. Take your arms next to your side. Good. Take some modified sun salutations. Inhale, take your arms up overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, little bend in your knees, trace the center line and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your back. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Very good. Inhale, come forward to plank. And exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Push the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up to all fours. Exhale, glide back to child's pose. Inhale, come up to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. Good. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step your right foot forward and your left foot forward to meet it. Fold over your legs. Inhale, push all the way up to stand. Sweep your arms up. And exhale, take your hands to your heart center. Again, inhale, circle your arms up, deep breath in. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward, little bend in your knees. Inhale, long spine. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back, down dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. And exhale, slowly lower all the way to your belly. Press the tops of the feet down. And inhale, take cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up to all fours. And exhale, glide back. Child's pose. Inhale, come up to all fours. And exhale, take your seat high and wide, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Look forward at your hands. Step 1 foot forward and then the other, coming to the top of the mat, and bow in. Inhale, flat back, push all the way up to stand, circle your arms overhead. And exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. Just 1 more round. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hips and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back, down dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. And exhale, lower to your belly. Press the tops of your feet down, small cobra. Exhale and lower down. Inhale, up to all fours. And exhale, glide back, child's pose. Inhale, up to all fours. And exhale, take your seat high and wide once again. Very good. Look forward at your hands and step your right foot all the way between your hands. And now give yourself some space. Take your left foot slightly out to the left edge of the mat and pin your heel down for warrior one. And then lift your chest, but bring your shoulders slightly in front of your hips so there's no compression in your lower back. And take your arms up alongside of your ears. Good, take a deep breath in here. And now as you exhale, straighten your right leg and lower your arms. Good, do that 2 more times. Inhale, bend your front knee, sweep your arms up. Exhale, straighten your leg and lower your arms. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, in. And exhale. Good, stay standing here and take the back of your right hand to your sacrum with your elbow out to the side and take your left arm up to the sky. Turn your belly over your front leg, take a deep breath in, and exhale with a flat back, hinge forward over your right leg. Lead with your chest and inhale, push all the way back up to stand. Do that 2 more times. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, rise. Last time, exhale, we'll stay down. Bring your left fingertips to the floor and your right fingertips to the floor or blocks. Lengthen the front of your spine forward and breathe here. Good, last breath. Bend your front knee, plant your palms, and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank, and lower all the way to your belly. Belly down back bends have a really unique effect on the body. They're very internalizing, and here will help to massage the abdomen. So interlace your fingers at your lower back, bring your big toes to touch, and just take a small Shalabhasana. Lift your chest, knuckles back, lift your feet, and breathe. Last breath. Lower down. Bring your hands next to your ribs, press up to all fours, and glide back to child's pose. Take a full breath in child's pose, nourishing yourself, releasing, letting go. Inhale, come up to all fours, and exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. As you rest here in downward facing dog, again, bring your awareness and attention to the way you've been feeling, to your successes. And here, if there's something that you are so proud of that you would like to carry forward into your next cycle, hold it in your attention. And then step your left foot between your hands and give it a little more of your energy and your awareness. And take a deep breath in, up into warrior one. Opening up to that possibility of enlivening that success, that thing. Take a deep breath in and exhale, straighten your left leg, lower your arms. 2 more, inhale, bend your left knee, sweep your arms up. And exhale, straighten your left leg. Last time, inhale, warrior one. And now exhale, straighten your left leg. Bring the back of your left hand to your sacrum. Take your right arm up alongside of your ear. Take a deep breath in and exhale, fold forward over your left leg with a flat back. Inhale, lift up. And 2 more times. Exhale, fold. And inhale to rise. This time, stay down. Exhale, fold forward. And if you wish, bring both hands to the floor and fold over your leg. Hug your shin bones towards each other and keep finding length in the front of your spine. Last breath. Plant your palms and step back, down dog. Once again, inhale forward to plank. Lower to your belly. Same thing, bring your big toes to touch. Push your pubic bone down, interlace your fingers, and lift everything up. Gentle back bend, massaging the belly with your breath. Good, lower down. Press up to all fours, inhale, and take your seat high and wide, downward facing dog. Very good, drop to all fours and take 1 or 2 blankets. I like to use a larger stack when I'm on my cycle and bring it just across the center of your mat. And then from here, come back to downward facing dog and step your right knee forward and bring your knee to the back of your right wrist and adjust your blankets underneath of your pelvis. Find a nice deep fold in that right hip crease. Get your perineum right onto that blanket and then start to walk your left leg back. Drive your pubic bone forward, and when you're ready, press the baby toe side of your left foot into the mat and walk your fingertips back. Drive your pubic bone forward, lift your chest. Here, as you breathe, invite into your awareness again something that you would like to let go of, to make space for something new. And honor the shedding and the release and the letting go. I want you to pause here and give gratitude to whatever that thing is that you are now ready to release for the purpose that it has served. And when you're ready, lift up and off of your lower back, your kidneys, and start to walk your hands forward and bow down, coming to rest, forehead on your hands. And let your attention and your awareness just rest in the pelvic bowl. And keep strong in your legs. Keep pushing that little baby toe side of your left foot into the floor, hugging your right hip back. And at the same time, finding surrender, almost a bowing into what it is that you're letting go of, with gratitude, affection, and compassion. One more breath. Very gently start to walk your hands back up. Shift off to your right hip and swing your left leg all the way around in front of you. You have 2 choices here. Either stack your left shin on top of your right shin. I'm going to lose a blanket. In fire log pose, or double pigeon as it is known, or if this is too much for your hips, simply cross your left shin in front of your right. So either sitting cross-legged, left shin in front of right, or in fire log pose. Here, take a nice deep breath in. And then same thing, exhale from your hips, walk your hands forward gently. And narrow your hips, so engage the outer hip muscles, your outer glutes, and fold forward. 3 deep breaths. Very good. Slowly and gently lengthen the front of your spine and sit up. And just pause for a moment and feel your body. Check in with physical body. And non-judgmental awareness, check in with your emotional body. And your mental body, your thought loops. And then very gently, Bring your left shin forward. Shift your weight over to your left hip and swing your right leg back, setting up for pigeon on the other side. I like to use 2 blankets when I'm on my cycle just to provide a little more support. You may also stack those towels or blankets a little bit higher. Take time to orient yourself so your knee is right at the back of your wrist, so your knee is on its own side. And then draw that right hip forward, the left hip back, drag your pubic bone forward, and push the little baby toe side of your right foot into the floor and lift your chest. And with expansive breathing and deep compassion, allow to rise in your awareness something else that you would like to release, that you can honor in this moment. And when you have it, hold it in your mind with sweetness and softness. And as you're ready, lift up and off of yourself and bow, fold forward. Stacking your palms if you wish. Again, hug your left hip back and stay strong in your legs. Three more breaths. Super slow, walk your hands back up and in, lift your chest. Shift your weight off to your left side and swing your right leg around. I'm going to lose one of my blankets. You may do the same if you wish. And then just like the other side, either sit cross-legged with your right shin in front of your left, or stack your right ankle to your left knee for fire log pose, or double pigeon as it is known. Take a nice deep breath in, lengthen your spine, and then once again, narrow your hips and bow in, fold forward. With every exhalation, allow negativity, things that darken the heart, to be released down into the core of the planet. As you inhale, you can let your awareness of those things gather, those negative thoughts, just with gentle holding. Again, so much sweetness and compassion. And as the body breathes and exhales, imagine all of that energy just moving downward and out, leaving space to fill up with something new possibility. And then very slowly walk your hands back up. Uncross your legs, slide the blanket out of the way, and then come back to downward facing dog. Step back. Look forward at your hands and step to the top of the mat. Inhale and halfway lift. And exhale and bow in. Inhale, push to stand flat back, deep breath in. And exhale, hands to your heart. Just a couple more standing poses. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Lower to your belly. Baby toe sides of the feet pushing down, small cobra, little back bend. Lower down. Press up to all fours, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Step your right foot between your hands and pin your back heel down and come up, warrior one. Good. Take your hands to your lower back, interlace your fingers, push the knuckles back, and then fold forward. Bring your right shoulder to your right knee and bow in, humble warrior. Keep hugging your right hip in. Relax your neck. Stay so firm in your back leg. And release. Good. Lengthen your spine and lift your chest. Come all the way back up to stand. Release the clasp and roll open to warrior two on your left side. So spin your right heel in and your left foot open. Anchor your navel point slightly to the right and flip your palms to the sky. Get very receptive, very soft. And yet so strong in your legs. And breathe here. Good. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Turn your feet parallel and just pause for a moment. And then please turn to face your left leg. Adjust your feet for warrior one. Bend your left knee and sweep your arms up. Warrior one, you'll be facing the back of your mat. Interlace your fingers at your lower back. Push your knuckles back, lift your chest. And then take humble warrior. Bow your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Lift your hips a little bit. Stay firm in your back leg. Push all the way back up to stand. Sweep your arms up and turn to warrior two on the right side. So spin your right foot open to 90 degrees, turn your left foot in slightly. Stretch your arms out and take your palms up. Look out over your right hand and anchor your navel point slightly to the left. And breathe. Very good. Take your hands to the mat. And step back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Please drop to your knees. Sit back on your heels. And now from here, take your blanket and put it right across the middle of your mat once again. And then drape your belly right over that blanket. And allow that blanket to massage the abdomen. And then here, take a small cobra. Super small, so there's pressure from the blanket into the belly. And big breaths, massaging the abdomen. One more breath. And lower down. Keep the blanket just where it is. Bend your knees in and grab your ankles. Your chest is not going to lift off of the floor as high as it would if you were in full bow, but kick into your hands and lift your chest. And you'll find your legs are anchored to the mat, so there's a little more pressure on the belly. And blanket moving into the abdomen, massaging the belly. And lower down. Stack your palms and just rest over the blanket, forehead on your hands. Very good. Hands next to your side, come up to all fours. Set the blanket aside and have a seat facing me. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. And then take your index and middle fingers to your big toes. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale, come forward just slightly. Inhale, lengthen the front of your spine, come up about 1 inch. And exhale, bow a little deeper. Again, inhale, come up just a little bit. And exhale, bow in. Come to your lowest point, keeping length in the front of your spine. And again, that downward force of energy, attention and awareness in your hips and your thighs. 5 breaths. Lengthen the front of your spine and sit all the way up. Assist your knees together and please come to lie on your back. When you arrive on your back, bring the soles of your feet to touch, your knees open wide in Baddha Konasana, one hand on your belly, one on your heart. And just breathe here, releasing your hips and groin. Just feeling the movement of your belly underneath of your palm. Assist your knees together and draw your knees into your chest. Plant the soles of your feet on the floor for dynamic bridge pose. Hip distance apart, heels in line with your sitting bones. Bring your palms flat next to your hips. Inhale, lift your hips, sweep your arms alongside of your ears. And exhale, lower your hips, lower your arms. Do that 3 more times. And lower your hips down. Draw your knees into your chest once again and wrap your forearms around your knees. And then please extend your legs along the floor for Shavasana. Separate your heels wider than your hips, your palms to the sky. Close your eyes. Please take 3 or 4 deep breaths to balance all the aspects of who you are. Smooth inhale and exhale through the nose. With every exhalation, sense the body letting go. Sense that there is no longer any holding, but deep surrender and release. Trace your awareness slowly from the back of your head all the way to your heels, feeling the points of contact. And with every exhale, body relaxes and releases a little more. Allow the breath to become increasingly effortless. Allowing the breath to find a perfect rhythm for this moment. Now please begin to deepen your breath. And take some small movements in your fingers and your toes. And make your way to your left side, the lunar side of the body, in a fetal position, with your left elbow under your head. Use your right hand and press yourself up to a gentle seat. As you come to your seat, please make sure that you're sitting right up on top of your perineum. You are welcome to sit up on top of a blanket. Rest your hands on your knees, lengthen your chin towards your chest, and close your eyes. As you breathe, on the in-breath, allow any negative thoughts, any emotions that feel disruptive to sort of gather in your heart space. And as you exhale, sense them moving downward and outward into the core of the planet, being absorbed. Please continue on your in-breath. Just allow anything you need to release to sort of gather gently in your awareness. And as you exhale, it moves down and outward through the base of the spine into the very core of the planet. Just about 5 more breaths. Please bring your hands over your heart center, palms just flat on your chest. We'll close the practice just in wrapping ourselves in a little bit of love. May the long time sun shine upon you, and all love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, and all love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way home. Please take a moment just feeling your own touch, your own love. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a long sigh. Rub your palms together vigorously in front of your face. And cup your palms over your eyes with your fingertips on your hairline. Open up your eyes, letting in the darkness. Release your palms and welcome yourself back. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope to see you again soon, and join me next time.